Hello and welcome to Eyecatchers, where we take a look at all of the highlights from the 2014 NAB AFL Under-18 Championships. This week we focus on all of the action from round 4, which saw the two Victorian sides head over interstate and record a couple of really strong wins. My name is Callum Toomey, and as always I'm joined by the AFL's National Talent Manager Kevin Sheehan and the AFL's Academies Development Manager Michael Ablett. Guys, thanks for being with us for the 4th show. We'll take a quick look at the ladder because things are tightening up as we head into the last couple of rounds, Kev, and a few teams are in the hunt for the championship.
Well, there's no doubt, in fact, 3 can win the title. Even Vic Metro, just on the 2 wins at the minute, with 2 further wins, can join the others under certain scenarios and end up with the 3 sides locked together with percentage to decide the title. So lots to play out yet for this Division 1 trophy.
Let's take a look at all of the action from round 4, and Vic Metro kicked it off with a 14-point win over South Australia at Amy Stadium on Saturday. There's the scores there. Final scores 13-8, 86 Vic Metro to South Australia 10-12, 72. Christian Petrarca was again terrific for Vic Metro with 26 disposals, and midfielder Angus Brayshaw gathered 25 disposals through the midfield again and had a really good game. Vic Metro goal kickers Langdon with 4, Payne with 3, Wright with 3 for South Australia. Hone kicked 3 as well. Kev, possible #1 pick Peter Wright. We've heard a lot about him and he put together his best performance to date.
Well, I think it was a breakout game for Peter Wright at this level, at national championship level. This boy of 203 centimetres, 102 kilos already, put it all together. He had 29 hit-outs, dominated in the ruck and really directed the ball well, but 10 marks around the ground. He had 16 disposals and then kicked 3 goals. Was a really imposing performance from him. He really dominated second half. He got his confidence and really took the game on. I love his clean hands, whether it's right down at his toes or outstretched above his head. He's a one-grab player, which is an important attribute to have. And for a guy of that size, his kicking is just so elite. To be able to drop them through from 50, whether it be deep in the boundary line, he certainly confirmed his high ranking as a potential draft choice.
Now, what can you tell us about the younger brother of a new Collingwood star, Ed Langdon?
Well, he's making a name for himself with the way he has played, Ed Langdon. He's a 182 centimetre. Well, he's a medium forward at the minute that can push through the midfield with some of his physical attributes. He's quick, he can break the lines. He kicked 4 goals on the weekend and that was pretty special. He also helped keep the ball on the forward line. One of his tackles resulted in a goal as well. So that quickness, his directness, I think his footy smarts are all pretty impressive, and it'll make you dig a bit deeper. And I did that and had a look that he's super quick. When you go back to his testing, 2.90 for 20 and a 16 beep test. He could run through the midfield. So there's lots of upside in young Ed Langdon, and we look forward to the way the championship ends for him on his current form.
Mick, Alex Neil-Bullen continued his really consistent championship so far for South Australia.
Yeah, he's a young man that's played 3 games of senior footy early in the year for Glenelg. He had 19 disposals, 7 clearances and 5 inside 50s on the weekend. Like you mentioned, he's been very, very consistent. He's averaging 18 disposals throughout the championships. When you look at the vision here, which you'll see, he's got a very, very similar likeness to Lenny Hayes around the stoppages. Sees the openings and squirts the handball through. So he's a very, very smart footballer.
And James Rose was also pretty impressive in what was a disappointing defeat for South Australia.
Yeah, look, Rose has been really impressive. I go back to February where I saw him in a trial game in South Australia and, geez, he just oozes class and power. He's a 186 centimetre, 80 kilo medium forward there. He had 13 disposals, 2 marks and 4 inside 50s on the weekend. He also played across half back, so he's got the ability to play either end, nice and versatile there. Very, very smooth, penetrating kicking action, and got some Ryan O'Keefe traits about him.
Sounds like a player to watch. In the second game, Vic Country was far too good for Western Australia at Fremantle Oval on Sunday, winning by 62 points. There's the final scores there. Vic Country 14-13, 97, defeating Western Australia 5-5, 35. Jack Loney was the star again with 24 touches and 4 goals for Country, as you'll see. Butler with 3, Webb and Wilson with 2 each, and all single goal kickers for Western Australia. Mick, Daniel Howe, he missed out on last year's draft. As an overager, we're seeing a fair bit of improvement for him this season.
He looks to have genuinely made the step, Cal. He's an exciting prospect, this kid. He's the number 27 in the division, a 191 centimetre boy, so beautiful size from the Murray Bushrangers. He had 21 possessions, 5 marks and 4 tackles, and he is a genuine swing man of the competition now. Plays down back, pushes forward. He's averaged 22 disposals for the year at TAC Cup level. And we talk X Factor on the show. He is a genuine unknown quantity. You're just ready for him to do anything, and he showed that on the weekend, which you would have seen there in a brilliant one-handed mark.
Darcy Pravish can't be drafted until next year, but he looks like he's going to be well worth the wait.
Mark his name down right now, mate. He's a very special player, this kid. He's tough, he's clean, he's got an excellent balance. He's the number 4 in the footage here. He's a 180cm midfielder from the Geelong Falcons. He's had 21 disposals, 8 clearances and a goal. Just his balance and his ability to bounce back up. He hits the deck, he bounces straight back to his feet. An extraordinary appetite for the contest, and a very, very intelligent user that makes smart decisions on either side of the body.
Kevin, it wasn't a great performance from Western Australia, but one player to stand out, I guess, was Francis Watson, another overager, but he showed some pretty exciting signs.
Yes, he's in the number 15. He played across half-back. He's a youngster from Claremont. As you mentioned, an overage player. Great to see that players like that get an opportunity at this level. He plays with great passion across half-back, and he's got some terrific athletic attributes. His natural leap and his agility to get through the traffic were pretty impressive, and just that pace to burst away and break the lines was excellent. I also love his courage in the air, the courage to back, his courage to actually attack the ball when it hits the deck as well. He had 16 possessions, 9 of which were contested. He laid 3 tackles, and he even pushed forward to kick a goal at one stage. And so he's capped off a couple of impressive games with his performance at the weekend.
And Clem Smith continues to get plenty of the ball in that rebounding defensive role that he's so good at.
Yeah, well, he's the pocket rocket, isn't he? There's not much of him at 178, but gee, does he attack the ball. Some people like physical contact, other people tolerate it. Well, he absolutely loves it and does crash in there, attacking the ball with great zest. He's had a consistent championship. He's averaged 19.5 disposals per game. His efficiency rate's not as high as you'd like it to be at 60%, but he's improved on that. He's an All-Australian from last year, and he's showing the benefit of playing a bit of senior footy with Perth this year. And that X factor that he has got, which is that explosiveness, is sure to see him as a draftee later in the year.
Thanks, Kev. Looking ahead, the Division 1 teams will get a week off this weekend, but we'll be back on Friday, June 27 down at Simmons Stadium. We see the 2 games there, Vic Metro v Western Australia and Vic Country hosting South Australia at the home venue. Obviously, the Division 2 games start this weekend. Tasmania and Queensland taking on each other at Blacktown before New South Wales ACT grapple with Northern Territory. Now, Mick, Division 2 started. We haven't seen these guys yet. Who are some of the players that I think will be more prominent over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, Cal, there's some genuine excitement about the Division 2s this year. Isaac Heaney's one of the first to mention. This kid's as brilliant a midfielder as anyone in the championships this year. He's a Sydney Swans Academy player. They will have to bid for him, so it'll be interesting to see where he fits. I think the Swans are going to be giving up plenty early. He's tough, he's courageous, and just a fantastic kid all round. Callum Mills is another one. He's a bottom age player, so not draftable till 2015. Very, very similar to Heaney. He's going to be an absolute ripper and one to keep an eye out for as well.
And Lockie Weller, of course, for the Gold Coast Academy player, but he plays for Queensland, having moved from Tasmania. Yeah,
he is. He's a Queenslander via Tassie, like you say. He's just all class, this kid. I mentioned him last year. He has got the movie star looks, and his football just resembles it as well. He's a Rolls Royce, the brother of Maverick Weller at St Kilda. Really look for Lockie to step up. He's been playing some impressive footy early in the year, and he'll be the one leading the charge for the Scorpions.
Michael Ablett, the AFL's Academy's Development Manager, we thank you for your time as well. Kevin Sheen, the AFL's National Talent Manager. We'll be back next week for another edition of Eyecatchers. In the meantime, keep clicking back to afl.com.au for all your draft news. See you soon.